Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju posted about the NDA MPs from Northeast and few others riding a bus to Prime Minister's residence for dinner. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hosted a special dinner for NDA MPs at his residence on Thursday evening. The gathering began at 6:30 p.m. with MPs arriving in groups of 20 to 25 by bus in a coordinated arrangement designed to avoid traffic congestion on the Lok Kalyan Marg. The BJP said the state-wise grouping of MPs made coordination smooth and ensured there were no traffic jams. The dinner, which lasted for about 2 hours, featured a variety of dishes. Central ministers were seated across all tables, and MPs from every state were accompanied by ministers of their respective regions from Parliament House to the Prime Minister's residence. These are the visuals of those very bus laden with MPs that we have been speaking about, hosted by Prime Minister Modi for a special dinner which was yesterday evening. These visuals have been posted by Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju, telling us about the event which was there at Prime Minister Modi's official residence yesterday evening. NDA MPs from Northeast and few others riding a bus to Prime Minister's residence for a special dinner. They were hosted by a Prime Minister on Thursday evening. The gathering began at 6:30 p.m. with MPs arriving in the group of 20 to 25 by this bus in a coordinated arrangement. Moving on, the Delhi government has officially notified the Delhi School Education Fixation and Regulation of Fee Act 2025 enacted to curb arbitrary fee in the private schools. Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena issued the Gazette notification. More than 1,500 private unaided schools in Delhi are now covered by this particular law. A school-level committee will also be formed. The committee will approve the school's fee structure every 3 years. Schools will be required to submit audited financial statements when submitting a fee increase proposal. Now let's take a look into the role of the district and revision committees here. So the district committee will be formed by July 15th of each year. All the cases must be resolved by July 30th. The appeals will be made to the revision committee within 30 to 45 days of the district level decision. Then the revision committee will render its decision within the next 45 days, which will be final and effective for 3 years. If a matter is not resolved within the next 45 days, the case will automatically be referred to the appellate committee. So now the school fee, specifically for the private schools here in the national capital, is going to be regulated with the intervention of Delhi government, which has officially now notified the Delhi School Education Fixation and Regulation of Fee Act 2025 to be enacted to curb arbitrary fee in private schools. Remember, LGVK Saxena issued this Gazette notification earlier. And now more than 1,500 private unaided schools here in the national capital are going to be covered by this particular law. A massive crackdown on private school fee. Remember, there were several complaints by many parents regarding the hike in the school fee and how frequently it's changed over the years. To bring all of that into control and to hear the grievances of the parents, this particular law has been brought into the picture. Moving on, in a statement that surprised many, the US Embassy in India issued a clear warning on birth tourism. Sharing a post on X, US Embassy India said that their consular offices will now deny tourist visas if they believe that the main purpose of travel is to give birth in the United States so the child can automatically obtain US citizenship. Officials stress that this practice is not going to get permitted anymore. The policy makes it clear that the visa applications will be carefully reviewed to ensure travel is for genuine tourism or family visit and not primarily to secure citizenship. Experts say this move is aimed at preventing misuse of the US visa system, and travelers are being urged to be transparent about the purpose of their trip to avoid having their applications rejected. Shifting focus to Bangladesh, former Bangladesh's Prime Minister Khaleda Zia was placed on ventilator support late on Thursday after her health condition sharply deteriorated as per PTI's report. The 80-year-old Bangladesh Nationalist Party chairperson has been battling multiple organ complications since she was admitted on November 23rd. The statement said Khaleda Zia was kept under round-the-clock medical watch by a team of local and foreign specialists as several of her vital organs continue to be under severe stress. In its statement, the medical board urged people not to circulate speculation or misinformation about Zia's condition and to also respect her privacy and dignity. Shifting focus to another development from Bangladesh, it will vote on February 12th to elect a new parliament. This is Bangladesh's first national election since a deadly student-led uprising forced the then Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to flee to India last year. An interim administration led by Nobel laureate Mohammad Yunus has since governed the Muslim-majority South Asian country of 173 million people, but has been grappling with rising discontent over delays in promised reforms, fueling fresh protests and political division. A national referendum on implementing the so-called July Charter, a state reform plan drafted in the aftermath of the unrest, will also be held on the same day. The charter proposes wide-ranging changes to the state institutions, including curbing executive powers, strengthening the independence of the judiciary and election authorities, and also preventing the misuse of law enforcement agencies. Former Prime Minister Khaleda Zia's Bangladesh Nationalist Party is widely seen as the frontrunner in the upcoming polls, competing alongside the Jamaat Islami party, which has returned to electoral politics after the interim government eased restrictions. Jamaat, Bangladesh's biggest Islamic party, could not contest elections after a 2013 court ruling that its registration as a political party conflicted with the country's secular constitution. Although experts say that without the Awami League's participation, Jamaat-e-Islami might beat the BNP and walk away with the crown. The National Citizen Party, formed by student leaders after the 2024's uprising, is seen trailing behind BNP and Jamaat as it struggles to convert the street power into electoral strength. Hasina's Awami League, which has been barred from contesting the election, has warned of unrest if the ban is not lifted.